All right, everybody, I'm back. Now, let's see if we can get this going. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome. Eventually, we will get this interview underway, everybody, I promise. That I do promise. Uh, there we go. Now, are paranormal questions ready? We all for a good time. Come one, come all. There we go, Mr. Gray Day. I'm beginning to really dislike YouTube today. I really am. Nobody go anywhere. I don't even know what is happening right now. I may have to do it to where I don't go live until they're in the room because it's doing some weird things. Because, you know, when I did Creepy Crawly's interview, I was live and then they popped in. Now it's like, no, you're going to do like what I want you to do. All right, they are having technical difficulties as well. They just sent me a message saying now they have to update YouTube. So, running a little bit behind, but you know what? I always say better late than never. It's always better to be late than never. What's going on? Um, has Savvy come back in? I don't know if Savvy's coming back in yet. I guess Mr. Gray Day put a message out on Discord telling everybody that I did come back, but nobody else is here yet except for you. Um, but I guess while we're here, I hope everyone's been having a great day. Um, hopefully it ain't been too hot for you wherever you are, or rainy, humid, whatever. It's hopefully it's just perfect. I know it's a little hard to comprehend considering the way the weather has been going. You know, the weather's been bipolar. You know, if it's not been raining, it's been hot. It's been cold, which don't bother me on it being cold. Um, we've had tornadoes. We've had snowstorms. About the only thing we haven't had so far is a hurricane. Welcome in from Turkey. Welcome, welcome. Yes, I am a truck driver. I am a truck driver. I I've been doing this job for 22 years. And that's a long time. I just had to stop and think about that. Matter of fact, I just got down here to Florida, and of course, my worst nightmare came true. I got here to the customer I'm supposed to deliver at, and they're not going to be open until Monday. Hi, daughter. I hope you're doing good. I hope school is treating you well. Oh, there we go. All right, everybody. Here comes JJParanormal. Maybe. Well, greetings from Tampa. Hmm. What is happening right now? There.
Hey, technical
Hi,
difficulties,
Joy.
I swear.
YouTube is being YouTube today. They're doing
It sure
YouTube things.
is. I don't know. Can you see us both? I don't know how we're looking.
I mean, I've literally set this live up 3 times today. That's why I kept sending you invites, because I would literally get it set up, and then YouTube would just kick it out. Uh oh. Now are we just getting uh, shut down all the way around? They'll be back. Um. hmm, let's see. Well, okay. I'll let you know. Dragon is from overseas. Um. Dragon, I am surviving right now. That's all I can say. I am surviving.
Well, aren't we rude? I'm so sorry.
No, no, you're fine. That's why I was like, they'll be back. I mean, that's kind of funny. I'm sitting there talking about YouTube doing YouTube things. And all of a sudden, you guys just disappeared, and I'm like, okay.
Oh my gosh,
Uh,
that's so just my tablet is very disrespectful. Sorry.
I mean, electronics. What we really can't control electronics. But
Yeah, that's true.
how have you
I
two
am
been doing?
good. Good. We've been good. We were
Awesome.
been busy. Hold on, I can't see the comments, so I'm gonna go to your channel.
Yeah. Um. I know I'm catching bits and pieces of them because I'm not really paying attention to them, but um, yes. For anybody that's coming in that do not know, this is Joy and Joey, JJ Paranormal, a
Hi.
paranormal investigation group. Um,
What is your channel, Wolfgang, right? Wolf, how come I can't find you?
Wolfgang 197 me.
Okay, me. Okay, I think there you are.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I noticed there was a lot of people using the name Wolfgang, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make mine very easy to remember. That it's
Right.
gonna be
Yeah.
just me.
Yeah.
Um,
I like that. This way I can see the chat. Hey, everybody.
no.
No, I probably won't be paying
Um,
attention to it, but
right. Now,
I'll try.
eh, do we have any new investigations coming up that we should all be looking forward to?
New investigations? No, but new video? Yes.
Yeah, we just finished
Okay.
an
Um,
investigation.
Well, I just posted. Actually, I just posted a video
Yeah.
of us investigating an abandoned space. Did I say space?
oh
Base.
wow.
Abandoned base.
I said space because I have no space in this. We're working with like this much space between us, so it's like we're like really
Right.
cramped.
Yeah, I tried to have it to where my phone was flip side. Same thing with Nick, and it would not do it.
That's what he was
It was
telling
like,
me.
no,
I
you
think
got
you have to start it. I think you have to initiate everything sideways.
Yeah.
right. I was doing that, and I had it to where the orientation was sideways. I went to hit live, it went to live, and it said, nope, rotate your phone. So I was like, okay, so I'll do it again. Did we're gonna do it long ways for now.
Right. You're over it. You're like,
Because like
whatever.
I said, right. I mean, like I said, YouTube doing YouTube things. They were not enjoying anything I was doing.
Yeah.
Um,
We, we were having a lot of
one of the
issues.
yeah, I mean, a lot of issues today. I don't know if it's because I'm down here in Florida and feeling like I'm gonna burst into flames because it's hot, or what. But I mean, it's like since morning I got up.
Really quick, we have a lot of internet issues here, so it might cut in and out. So if I ask you again what you said, I'm so sorry. It's our internet. Okay.
Yeah, but I do know since this morning, since I got up and I seen that message from Mina. I noticed that she had sent me a text message, and when I seen it, and I've tried calling and texting, nothing. I've tried calling Nick,
Mhm.
nothing, and I'm like, I don't even know what's happening right now. Um, I'm hoping at some point one of them will get back, saying, "No, we're fine, we're fine." Okay, well, don't scare somebody because you're like freaking me out right now.
Yeah. I
Um,
think they're okay. I think I sent her a text. I said, Mina, call me back or text me back. Just checking on you. She said she's good. She's just been really busy. So
oh, okay.
I think they're okay.
That makes me feel a whole lot better that she at least reached out to somebody
Yeah.
that like, no, we're good. We didn't get unalived in the middle of the night.
Right.
That's good. Um, but all right. So, what made you two get into the paranormal?
You go first.
Well, I mainly do it in support of her. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm
Let me
interested in
see.
it, but had it probably not been for her, I probably wouldn't be like fully engaged in doing it, other than watching like movies, and documentaries, and stuff like that. Probably.
I mean, I can understand that. A lot of people are like that. They're like, yeah, I got into it because I'm with this person. But I mean, that's one thing I've always asked people. What made them to get into the paranormal? I mean, I know my reasons, um, but you know, everybody else always has a different reason as to why they got into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I'm intrigued by
I
it,
know.
interested in it, uh, but I probably would have never done it on my own had it not been for
Yeah.
her.
And for me,
That's
you are you? Oh. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
So for me, I didn't get into the paranormal because everybody else got, like for everybody else's reasonings, most everybody, I don't want to say everybody, and most everybody has an experience. And me, I got
Yeah,
into it because curiosity as a kid, like this going to
correct.
like, going out and be like, oh, let's go to this abandoned park and then get creeped out type thing. This is long before ghost shows came out. And then
Right,
so over the years, we've lost people, and that's when I really became interested in knowing, can we connect once we're gone, you know. So my reasoning is different from a lot of people. There's very few of us that get into it for my reasoning that I've
right.
so.
And that's one reason why I got into it when I did a long time ago is so many experiences growing up
Mm,
and losing people. It's like, okay, what if I want to talk to them? Can I?
right. Yeah.
And you know, that was the biggest reason. But I know a lot of people, they look at me and go, "Oh no, no, that you got into it for other reasons." No, I know the reason I got into it, but we're not even going to go there. Um, One big important question. I'm gonna get Mina back on, and I'm told her that when she's ready to get back on, because I know she hasn't been feeling good and whatnot. Told her
Mhm.
I'm gonna give her an hour, 2 hours, however long she needs to get this off her chest. Um, I know you've probably seen the Instagram post that she made, which kind of broke my heart because she literally posted it right after we'd done our interview with All Together. But how do you feel about what she said? And I mean, I've kind of seen it too about a the minority group that's in the paranormal field getting pushed out by other groups and YouTube.
I can't say she's wrong. I mean, if you look at the TV shows, most of them were
Predominantly.
predominantly. Thank you. Words are hard today. Predominantly white. I'm half white, so I can say that. So don't come for me.
Right,
Nobody in the chat. um, so if you look at most of the ghost shows, they are predominantly white. And if you look
right,
at most of the bigger YouTubes, most of them are pretty much white. So I
correct,
definitely get where she's coming from. I just don't I try not to pay attention to that noise because otherwise I will get distracted from wanting to create content.
correct.
So,
And
I
I don't want her getting distracted, but at the same time, I have been seeing it more and more, even before she made that post on Instagram.
right.
Because I follow Dalen Spratt from Ghost Brothers on
Yeah.
YouTube
They were the
because
only
he
one of the
he has
only
a show.
right. Yeah. They were one of the
And-
other nationalities, we'll say, that have made
Right,
it to TV as ghost hunters.
right. And but I've noticed that I'm subscribed to his page, and I don't get the notifications when he drops a show anymore.
Really?
And yes, but it's only the minority groups because, to be honest, last night was the first time in like 3 weeks I got a notification that you guys had dropped something.
Honestly, I
And
don't get people's notifications anymore. I think it's something with YouTube. All my favorite
right,
people that I know who support me and I try to watch them back, I'm not getting their stuff anymore. I'm not getting any
right,
notifications. I'll uncheck it, I'll check it again, and I'm still not getting it. So I don't know what's going on.
right. I know. Yeah, I watch. GCP. I watch Jason Hawes, which I always get his notifications that he's gone live or
Mhm.
dropped an episode. Um, Very rarely do I get a notification for Ghost Club Paranormal, but you know, if it wasn't for the fact that a lot of times Nick and Mina and we send text messages back and forth, and her saying, "Hey, we're dropping an episode here,"
Mhm.
or she'll say something on Instagram and Sabby will catch it.
Yeah.
and she'll say something on Discord, hey, they're dropping an episode, we got to be there. Got it. Half the time I don't get them no more. Um, so I mean, like I said, I was gonna give her the whole hour or 2 hours, however long she needs to get that off her chest.
Right.
Um, but I do know I I I had some questions from other people that they wanted asked.
Mhm.
First one was, and I know my answer for this. If you were in a haunted house or building doing an investigation and you heard a disembodied voice call your name,
I know who asked
would
that.
you would you answer that?
Yes. Well, it depends. It depends.
Well, I think probably the initial reaction would be like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
Like,
Are we
oh
okay
yeah,
to say bad words?
are we able to say, "Oh shit"?
Yes, yes, you
Okay.
can.
Just
Yeah,
making sure.
I mean, initial reaction. I think anybody's initial reaction if they heard something call their name and knowing that no one's there would be like, "Oh shit!" Is that
Yeah, it's like
like
what?
who? Like who is that? Did that really
Yeah.
happen? And then at that point, it's up to you to want to engage and then find out where it came.
correct. Um, and I know the next one I had from somebody was basically the same thing. If you're in a haunted house or building and you walk into a room and something touches you, what would be your first reaction?
Depending where they touch me, I say do it again.
I mean, that's fair. Uh,
No, I don't.
but I
Guys
mean,
will be guys.
exactly, exactly.
Um,
Um,
if something touched me, I mean, depends. I'd probably again be like, oh, what the hell was that?
Yeah, me too.
right,
Um, and then maybe a part of me might, if I was nervous, might try to ignore it.
Yeah.
And see if it happens again, or depends on how like the feeling that I'm in, the mode that I'm in. And I say, hey, did you touch me? Why? Or depends if it was like hurtful or was it like something more like almost like a
Well,
brush.
well, I will say this. Thankfully, we haven't had any scratches or
Yeah,
anything
nothing
like
like
that
that.
other people have experienced. So we've been
correct.
very lucky on that part. But
Yeah,
I mean, I felt like I've been touched. I felt like he's felt like he's. I know. Have you? No.
No, I felt like I've heard stuff brush like by me,
Mm-hmm.
like against
right.
whether curtains or just by me, but
Yeah.
nothing. I don't think I've ever had something
Physically touch you.
physically touch me while I was awake. Although I've had dreams where I felt like things were happening and something grabbed me and I felt it waking up.
Yeah.
So it's stuff like that has happened.
Yeah.
I hate those dreams. I hate those dreams. I really do. Um, 'Cause, I mean, there's times I woke up or I thought I woke up, but I'd be dreaming and literally have like something just standing there watching me. It's like, oh hell no! What? Go
That's him.
away!
Yeah, that's him.
And I know a lot of people are like, man, you're just seeing things. Yeah, it's kind of hard to say I'm seeing things when the one of the last times it happened, I was actually in North Dakota. I was
Mm-hmm.
on an Indian reservation. I was taking my break at a truck stop, and I just kind of something woke me up, and I kind of raised up, and it looked like somebody was standing right in front of my passenger seat, looking right at me.
Wow.
And I'm like, "Oh hell no! Get out! Get out! I'm trying to sleep." You know, um, I mean, it's weird, but it does happen. Um, any any plans on going to somewhat, I would say, famous hotspots? Haunted locations.
Um. See, the thing we're in California. Hold on. Sorry, my computer's gonna start buzzing at you or beeping at us. So let me put stupid thing to
Yeah.
sleep.
I see a lot of like these famous hotspots that you see like on ghost adventures stuff that they go to that are like highly like sought for. Like they're in California, they either only want a big following to allow you to come in, or a lot of money.
Yeah.
And
we don't get paid. we don't get paid for this.
And everything that's coming out of
no.
August, so we're doing
Right.
stuff that are kind of local, that are like not so expensive,
Yeah.
that we can afford.
Right.
Because we would love to do a lot of the other like big places, but we don't have that money.
Right.
And
But
then,
I
and
know.
then if you want to
Okay.
film,
So,
It's a film. They make it a thing. Like they want to sometimes approve
right.
it, look at it. It's like,
it's really
what
hard.
am I paying for?
LA, because we have Hollywood and stuff. The
Right.
laws are different here in filming.
Because if I pay all
Yeah.
this money, go in, and then they're gonna look at it, it's like, oh no, you can't put that. Like, what did I pay for?
Yeah, pretty much.
For
Yeah.
a tour?
Yeah.
A tour?
Yeah, I know. Me and a few other people, we actually went to the Sally House in Atchison, Kansas.
Nice.
You can spend the entire night there. You can film there. You can actually sleep there. Uh, and I know I give it up to my moderator because she actually stayed up for the whole thing live on YouTube for 8+ hours doing this investigation.
Hi, Savvy.
And yes, hi Savvy. Savvy is so awesome. She really is. She was a trooper that night.
Yeah.
And it used to be real cheap to get in there, so I was thinking before we got in there, man, I bet they raised the price up. It's going to be expensive, whatnot. $250 a person to get in there. I was like, that ain't bad.
Wait,
That's
$200
not bad at all. Yeah.
Person? Oh, I mean, if you get it
Yeah.
all night, it's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad.
That's for the whole time.
250.
For the whole time?
Yeah, you have 24 hours in that place. And you when you go in, you can get there at like, I think it was 9 a.m. and you don't have to leave till 9 a.m. the next morning.
Wow.
That's
really
really
good.
We hear they want to charge you per hour.
Per hour, it's like $250 an hour.
Yeah.
$3-4 an hour.
Yeah.
If not more.
It's very, very expensive.
Yeah. And I've had a lot of people ask me, why don't I go to California and investigate? Because I'm not rich. That's why.
There you go.
I'm not rich.
Yeah. Perfect answer.
Yeah, we should ask, can I get like 30 seconds for a short? Like,
right. It's like, how about I just like hold the camera up through the window? How much does that charge me?
I'll investigate from outside. That's okay. I don't need to go inside your building.
There we go. What do you think is your best paranormal evidence you have ever caught?
Oh, that's easy. You want to go the first one? I'll tell them the second one. You want to tell them the first one? I'll tell them the second one.
Well, I mean, depends on what you think. It's the Rimpa thing.
Yeah, and then the Calic House. Yeah.
Yeah, we were I'll do the San Juan Capistrano. With a friend of mine. Call him Sandman.
Rest in peace.
Rest
He
in
passed
peace.
away.
He passed away. That was my best friend. We were out there conducting an investigation. We had our rim pot out, and he was asking questions. And all of a sudden, he noticed. He's like, that antenna was moving, like circling, like almost. Sorry, I thought I want to make believe I throw my middle finger. When we put it down, the antenna was wound down. It was secure, and when he noticed it, it was like going like this.
Yeah, like something was grabbing it.
It was turning, like waving.
Oh
like
wow!
Circle, but it was very, very, very small. And then he was like, "Is that moving?" So we looked closer and we zoomed in. We're like, "Oh shit, it is moving," and it was circling. And we have it on video, and I thought that was pretty cool. We tried to debunk it as much as we could because there was a little bit of wind. So I was like, "Is it the wind, leaf?" And at that point, sometimes the wind was blowing and the leaves weren't moving, or
right.
Blowing harder.
It was like we tried our best to recreate it, and no matter what, it wasn't working. it was not like it was like blowing. It was
Mhm.
weird because it was going in a circle, almost like somebody was grabbing it,
Oh
and, like
wow.
turning a pot.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
That
That was
that would
one of the best.
that
Yeah.
would be good.
And then the wind stopped, and the like
And it was
it
still
was still
going.
doing it.
If nobody knows what a REM pod is, it's those red and black things you'll see on investigations that people use with the lights that light up and the antenna. So that
Yeah.
antenna was moving on its own, and as it's grabbing the antenna, obviously the lights were lighting up. So, and then it would stop, and the antenna would stop moving. So it wasn't just like it was
Right.
not going off and the antenna was spinning. No, it was going off at the same time the antenna was spinning. So it was
Yeah.
like something was grabbing a hold of that damn thing.
Yeah.
So that was one of
Right.
our best experience. The second one was we were at the Kellogg House. It's a historic Victorian home here in California. We were
Right.
with our friends. It was our last investigation in the house. Just that night overall, we've been there 3 times. It felt darker, more. I don't want to say sinister, but just more angry. Like whatever was there was just
Mm.
not happy. We left. There was a point where we left and we abandoned the camera and we left it in there. We went out to go to the bathroom and take a break. We were hearing footsteps and shuffling and all kinds of stuff. But the best part of the night was when we were so if you walk into the house, you're going to be greeted with the stairs, and then there's a door, right, which is like the utility closet. And then if you go to
Correct.
the right, that's the parlor. If you go to the left, that's the kitchen, dining room area, office area. Joey was on that side with everybody. I was on the other side with my granddaughter sitting on a couch. I had an XLS camera. He had the XLS camera. And we were asking questions, like if you're here, blah blah blah. Next thing you know, I had picked up a little stick figure in the foyer of like a little tiny stick figure, and I'm like, oh,
Right.
he's back. And I was telling Joey, don't cross the threshold, like don't come and you're gonna scare it off.
Like everything was coordinated. It
Yeah,
was happening live on recording, and it was happening simultaneously. Like
yeah.
both, we were getting,
Mm.
was getting like
A stick figure, it disappeared.
something on hers, and then all of a sudden I was getting stuff on mine.
He seen a black orb on the XLS. Right after that, so
Mm.
mind you, let me back up. The whole house is pitch black. The only reason we caught this is
Right.
because of the night vision. We didn't see anything, except what's on our cameras. So, after reviewing it, I'm like, okay, we didn't notice it at the time. It wasn't until I was reviewing it when I noticed this little thing. Something told me because when he was picking up something and I was picking up something when I was editing, I'm like, let me check to see maybe there's something there.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
as
hang on
I'm,
real quick.
Right.
oh,
Because she saw the stick figure, and as she's saying it's back, I then see a black orb go through a chair
yeah,
in the direction where she was. So I'm in front. I'm like on one side. She's on the other side. She gets the stick figure in like almost like behind the wall area, utility area, and I'm on in the
Hmm.
kitchen area. And I all of a sudden see a black orb move through the chair,
yeah,
and
I,
Oh
you hear
wow.
me say a black orb,
yeah.
or I say, yeah, first I say like youngest son, and then I'll say, oh, there's a black orb. It goes through the chair, and then
And then, yeah, so I was editing the video. I'm like, something told me, look at this, look again before you finalize the video. So as I'm
Right.
looking, I'm like, there's something there. It's like peeking around the corner. Like you could barely see it though. Like it's like you
Mm.
can miss it very easily. So I look and I'm like, oh
Right.
shit, there's something there. But I didn't think of anything of it. So then I invited my friends over that were with us and we were doing like a watch party. So as we're
Right.
watching, I said, pay attention to this part. There's something there. And so so my friend, we're watching it, and he goes, "Hold on, hold on." So he puts his face in the TV, and he's like, "That's a face." And I'm like, "No." So we winded it like 10 times, and then we started screaming because it's actually a little freaking face.
Oh
It
wow.
looks like a little boy
yeah, you
peeking.
see it starts to
Mm.
form, and it's
It goes
behind the
like this,
wall to
and then
behind
it
the
backs
chair,
up.
and then all of a sudden it's up. Like if
Yeah.
this was a chair, you see you go like this, and
Oh
then it goes.
man.
So
I don't
you
know.
can see the profile of
Mm.
what I would use like describe as like the nose, the eyes, like
Yeah.
this portion from the eye, this portion, right?
Oh.
I don't
And
know
then
if you
like
Oh
the
guys can.
hair.
wow.
It's weird. It's pretty crazy.
I don't know. Can I try to show you a clip on my phone? Let me see if you guys
Yeah.
can
Go
see it.
for it.
Where's the camera? Okay, so hold on. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I have it. Okay, so where that arrow is on the top
It's
of the
glare.
chair, is it clear?
It's glaring.
You see it? You
Yep.
see the top of the head,
Oh yeah.
and it ducks away, and
Hmm.
then it does it again. I'll zoom into it in a minute, but yeah, I have the whole video on YouTube if anybody wants to check it out. But there was a lot more that was happening that night. Towards the end too, I was putting my XLS cameras away, and there's a clip. The hard cases, they have the clips. So as we're
Yeah.
packing up, we're talking or whatever, I hear a tapping noise, and it looked like one of my clips that just went blink. And I'm like, did that thing just move? And so at the time I was like, oh, whatever. We were tired. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, whatever. So I didn't pay attention to
Right.
it. And then editing again, I looked at it and you could see the clip going like somebody flicked it.
Oh
It was
wow.
a wild night. It was a good mix and on top of what he mentioned, REM pod at the park.
So I guess that would tie into the question Sabby just posted. What would you say is your biggest what the heck moment while doing any investigation?
So live,
Like on a live or
like at the moment or during editing.
Just at that moment when you're at the location, what would you say is your biggest what the heck moment?
Oh, see, it's hard because there's a
for,
lot.
I mean, yeah, but I think we were in a
Probably the REM pod because it was
that yeah
happening at that exact
yeah
moment.
that yeah,
Yeah.
and then there was a time out in the I forgot what theater we were at.
Oh, the San Juan
Yeah, we
Capistrano.
were in a
Yeah.
theater and something brushed like it was following me on my right. And
He screamed.
I didn't scream. I
He
sped up.
screamed.
I sped up my walk.
I mean, I get that. I mean, I've kind of told Savvy or Mina because last few videos that they put out, showed her getting sick, and I told her don't feel bad about getting sick. I've gotten sick at investigations. I feel that sometimes that might be the spirits just getting a little too friendly with you,
Yeah.
and your energy does not mix with their energy, and unfortunately someone's getting sick and they can't get sick, so you're getting sick.
Yeah.
Well, at least
um
they can't see them get sick. Maybe they're getting
Point. Yes. I mean, who knows?
yeah.
sick. Maybe they're sick.
uh
Maybe they're throwing up on the person and making you get sick, and you can
Yeah.
see it.
I mean, that's a very good possibility. um I know when I think wasn't it you two that was with Creepy Crawly Co at the park, and Mina found the tree that nobody told her about that
Yeah. That
I
was
Oh
guess,
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Yep. Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
I mean, other than Mina, how do you feel about working with sensitives, psychics, mediums, stuff like that?
I love them. I love bringing them along. I think that it's awesome. Sorry, I gotta turn off this computer because it keeps making that beep beep noise on me again.
No, you're fine. I mean, because me personally, I think if you bring them along, and if they are actually who they say they are, and you don't tell them anything, and they're picking up on what the is actually there,
Yeah.
that just validates them, you, and the paranormal field all at the same time. So,
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
um, I mean, I know Mina. She keeps asking me, when we get together to do a collaboration, are you gonna touch the Ouija board? That I'm gonna have to think about. I mean, I've been there, done that. I might do it again, but I know I asked them this, so I'm gonna ask you this too. When it comes to Ouija boards, most people say they can be faked, because you're got your hands on the planchette.
Yeah.
How would you feel about doing a Ouija board session blindfolded?
I mean, I've played them before, so I mean, they don't bother me. The only thing is because I am a skeptic first, I'm
Right.
always curious to know if the other person is pushing the planchette subconsciously. So
Yeah.
I try not to play with other people. If I'm playing by myself, then I know for sure it's moving on its own. But if we were blindfolded, maybe. Maybe I'll
Right.
do
Because I mean, you're both blind. It's not
it.
like
Let's see.
you've got the board memorized, so
Exactly.
it's not like you're gonna spell stuff out blindfolded, you
Yeah.
know. But I
Maybe I'll do that
mean,
with them next time we're on an investigation. Maybe I'll bring blindfolds in and we'll do
yeah,
that.
because I asked Nick that, and he kind of looked and he goes, "Very interesting. We might have to try that sometime." Like, yes, because a lot of people say that Ouija boards are fake, that it's you guys doing it. You can
Yeah.
come up with any answer you want. So I was like, try it blindfolded. If you're blindfolded, they can't say you faked it.
Yeah.
I
No shame.
mean,
Let me just say this. No shame to anybody that plays the board. I'm not, trying to say what you're doing is fake. For me, I don't know. I just don't want to throw that out there. So,
right. I mean, the way I tell everybody is, yes, I'm an investigator, but I'm also a skeptic. I'm very skeptical about things that may or may not happen. I I have to look at everything and then I have to try to debunk it as I'm going.
yes,
You
thank you.
know,
So,
it's is that what it really is, or is it something I did to cause that? Did I step on a loose floorboard or something? I've
yeah,
got to always try to debunk myself as I'm going.
right.
Um,
Like one of the guys said
I
yesterday, was
mean,
open-minded skeptic.
Open-minded skeptic. I like the way he said that
yeah.
because that's me. I'm open-minded.
Open-minded
Yeah.
skeptic.
So, I mean, because I know I've seen too many things to say no, it's not real. I've seen way too many things for that to come out of my mouth.
Right.
Um, but because I mean, when we was at the Sally house, I was downstairs in the dining room. Everybody else was upstairs in the nursery, and yeah, I went all Zach Baggins on the house because I'd been there before. I knew how to get a reaction out of it, and I was telling the house, do something, move something, do something,
Yeah.
and we had a light strip sitting on the staircase.
Mm-mm.
It's about halfway up the stairs. It went off. They called down from the nursery, "Hey, is that you coming up the stairs?" Nope, I'm still down in the dining room. I went to go up the stairs. When I got done, that light strip got pulled from the middle of the staircase and was sitting on the floor in front of the front door.
No way. Wow.
Yes, and to to prove that it wasn't any of us and we didn't do anything, there was no strings. The one of the people that were upstairs, they were also filming, and they were going to put out an episode while we were, after we'd been there.
Yeah.
And when she went back, put in her episode, after editing, she left the whole, "Was that you coming up the stairs? You hear me downstairs and from the dining room hollering no." But later on, she put out another video of video footage that had never been seen from that house. And
Mm-hmm.
one of the pieces of evidence was when that light strip went off, they combat crawled to the top of the stairs and looked down with the camera to prove nobody was on the stairs. And it's
Wow.
like, I mean, it's one of those things that just happened. How do you feel about? I mean, this is not throwing any shade on anybody out there that does this, but how do you feel about a lot of people when they put videos out immediately calling whatever's there a demon?
I don't know if I should shut my mouth. I mean, listen, each their own. Okay.
Right. Uh-oh.
Are going to believe that. And it's going to
Right.
scare them. It could scare potentially scare somebody from and steer them away from their curiosity about the paranormal if people are going to call them demons all the time. You know,
Right.
you got to be careful with the words that you use because
Correct.
not everything is demon. You're gonna
No.
encounter, and it's gonna be very rare. Angry ghost, yes. Demon,
I mean, could it be a pissed off ghost because you're walking around calling it a demon while you're in its space?
yeah,
Probably. I
yeah.
mean, I'd be pissed off too. I'd be like, I'll show you, demon.
But
Right.
what if we're coming across as the demon?
That's
Like
true too.
maybe the spirit is saying like this is demon.
Mhm.
It's saying
That's
demon
true
like
Correct.
too.
because we
Correct.
don't even know who we are.
Yeah.
Hmm. And how do you feel about? I know a lot of people look at me crazy on this one. How do you feel about the whole theory of the paranormal world? You know, the spirits all talk to each other and pretty much know when you're going to be going to a location, and they talk to each other and let the other spirits know they're going, hey, these people are coming.
I don't think we've ever had an experience like that, but we've had, our friends that are gifted say they've had a dream that about the location. So it's almost like somehow they're communicating with each other through them, but for us, we've never experienced that. I don't think.
Yeah, because I know before I went back to the Sally house this last time,
Mm.
um, it was almost like the spirits knew I was going back before I even knew.
Oh, oh, oh,
Because
oh, yeah, yeah. They could say his friend Casey, the one that passed away, rest in peace again, Casey. He mentioned something. He goes, "How do we know they can't read our minds?"
right, because I know before I even mentioned about had made a definite answer about going back to the Sally house. I was in a cemetery in Kentucky.
Hmm.
I was investigating the cemetery. I was investigating the woods right there. And I literally made up my mind right then. Yes, I'm going to the house. And the moment I said it out loud, is like all of a sudden, before I ever got to the Sally house, it was already starting to mess with me
Yeah.
because it didn't want me there the first time. And it's like, how did you even know I was coming back?
Unless
You
somebody
know,
was trying to stop you and scaring you not to go back, like it was your warning, but you just you didn't realize it at the time. You
well,
know.
the last time or the first time I went with a group of people, and we had a bunch of weird stuff happening that night. We'd actually left a recorder on the stairs, and upon listening to it after we left,
Mhm.
something on that recorder literally told us to DIE.
Oh wow.
And it's like, I've got questions. I might or might not come back. I don't know. And, then I went back. We had a few things happen. But, then I started thinking, okay, if the doctor that lived here, maybe it's him because he's getting pissed off because everybody's calling him a little girl, calling him a demon. He's lashing out. But the little girl that is supposed to be there, that, little girl Sally, there is no physical evidence that she actually ever existed. You know, she's not in the cemetery, she's nowhere.
Right.
I started thinking, what if that little girl that they call Sally is one of the girls from Velisca from the axe murder house? Because that house has the same address and is on the same street as the Sally house in Kansas.
Right.
Mm.
Right. 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 Yeah.
And like, what if they're getting confused? And it's one of those. I still have questions. I'm thinking about going back yet again. Um, but I mean, when you got places like the Garnett House in Kansas, which is not far from the Sally House, really.
Hmm.
Um,
Wait, is that the
you
same owner
got,
that owns both houses?
um, I think. I don't think the owner from the Garnett House. I don't think he owns the house. I think they just go there a lot.
Gotcha. Okay.
Um, because it's like they're kind of like me. They've got questions. They want answers.
Exactly.
Um, but I've had people ask me, why don't you set up the date for the Garnett House yet? The spirits haven't told me that I'm welcome yet. I don't want to show up when I'm not welcome.
Right.
I don't want to rock the boat, piss them off. Um, but I mean, I've been to places where it's like when I leave there and I get to another location, I have the same spirits that were at the first location now at the second one.
Right.
Have you have you ever encountered that yourselves?
No, I don't think I've ever really thought about it, to be honest with you.
I mean, when it happened to me, I was like, okay, I left you behind like 300 miles ago. Why are you here? You
Right.
know, um,
You're like, why'd you follow me? Yeah.
yeah, it's
Um,
like you're supposed to stay home. Um, Now I know what I do, and I know a lot of people don't do it, but I'd like to get your take on it. When I go to a location I've never been before, or
mm,
a location that it's been a while since I've been there, if it's a house, I will knock on the door like if somebody lives there out of
right.
respect for the spirits that are in there. Because I look at it this way: I wouldn't just randomly walk into somebody's house when they're alive. Why would I? This is their home. Why would I want to do that to them?
Right.
What's your
Um,
take on that?
I do. I do too. Sometimes I'll go knock knock. Hi, I'm here. Or hi, I'm back if I've been there before. So I usually
Right.
try. I usually try, right? Don't I? Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah, probably
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause I
inside.
know.
No, I usually am like,
When
hey. I'll make myself
yeah,
known,
Yeah.
like,
when we first get there, we'll
hey.
say, "Hey, we're back," and
Yeah. Or like,
yeah,
hey, yeah.
and then we'll do it while we're inside.
Because I feel the same way you do. They were, it was once their home. So it's like a respect thing.
Right.
Yeah,
Maybe it just
And
shows that we're just genuine people. I don't know.
I know it kind of messed people up when we did the Sally House, because when we finally went in, I went in, I sat down in the living room, and I was just sitting there, just kind of being quiet. And I was like, "What are you doing?" I'm letting them get used to me being here again. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna start running around acting a fool and wanting them to do something.
Right.
Um, they're just gonna look at me at that point and go, "You're an idiot. We're not even gonna mess with you." What are your thoughts on doing investigations during the daytime?
Oh, I totally think there doesn't matter what time.
yeah. Spirit, I
Hmm.
think spirit is out anytime.
Yeah, I do too.
You might even get
Yeah,
better results during the day.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
some of the best stuff I've ever caught has been during the daytime.
Hmm.
Um, but you know, I guess everybody to each their own. If you want to only do it at night, go for it. Um,
I think at night just get more spooked. More of a spooky vibe, like
yeah,
have
More,
more.
more edgy.
Yeah, so it makes it more fun. I think. Yeah.
correct. 'Cause I know I had to jump on somebody on a Instagram one day. They were talking about somebody's investigation thing that they did a long paragraph about. About they was walking down a dark corridor, and they was looking through their camera, which had an IR light, and they seen something pop its head around a corner, and they all ran out. And I was like, dude, okay, I've been doing this for about 30 years.
Yeah.
When you're walking down a dark corridor looking through a camera that has an IR light, whether it's something supernatural or something very natural, but if something pops its head out from behind a door around a corner, I don't care how good you are, you're going to want to get the hell out of there. because you're not expecting it. And they're like, well, if you're not ready, just keep going. Like, no, see, that's where a lot of people don't realize. Don't go looking for something you're not ready to find.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always that theory. Don't go looking for something you're not ready to find. Um, all right, here we go. Here's a question from Pat Ryan. How about being possessed? I'm just gonna throw this one out there, aka Zach Bagans.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to downplay anybody. Maybe they really did get to possess. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that's bullshit because I don't know.
Right.
Maybe they did. I wasn't there, but do I think it's a little cheesy? Sometimes, depending on
Depending on how they act.
the content.
Because sometimes
Yeah.
it doesn't come off genuine. It comes off like
Yeah.
they're
Sometimes it's like,
they're doing it
yeah,
like Hollywood. Sometimes it
Right.
looks genuine,
clickbait. You know.
but
Yeah. Because I know a lot of people ask me why I don't watch Ghost Adventures no more, and I'm like, because he gets possessed every episode. I mean,
I still watch them.
I can almost set my watch to it. Like I could set my watch to it, be like halfway through, boom, he's possessed by something. Um,
I mean, it makes good.
it's like I'll watch it if I want a good laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Lately, he's been just there's something there. You know, and I'm like,
yeah,
you have to be so dramatic about it.
Well, yeah, it makes it
TV.
good for TV, good for Hollywood.
Yeah.
It makes it whether you
Yeah.
like it or you don't, it's gonna get people talking.
I mean, he's lasted out of
Yeah.
everybody. All the shows are canceled. He's the only one still going, so he's done something.
correct. What are your thoughts on doing collaborations with other investigators? Not
I
just
don't
like
mind.
Nick and Mina
Oh, I
and
love Mina.
Yeah.
go.
I love
They're cool. Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
We don't mind doing collaborations. Actually, I think it's good
I-
to collaborate and grow. It's just as long as it's genuine and they're not trying
Right.
to. Nobody's trying to fake stuff because not some people out
Right.
there make shit up. But as long as it's genuine, it's real.
Oh, yeah.
I'm good with collaborating, whether big, small, starting out.
Well, you gotta have a personality. I can't investigate with you if you're boring as hell. I can't do it.
No.
If you're just one of those straight,
And-
serious, no talking investigators, no thank you. That are gonna get
Right.
annoyed when I'm
Now-
laughing at the stupidest shit, then no thank you.
Yeah, because sometimes we like to joke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I love to joke around on an investigation, but sometimes depending on where it's at when the camera starts, and literally depending on the location I'm at, I might get real serious about where I'm at. If I'm like at Transgania Lunatic Asylum, I'm that place I take seriously because of the atrocities that happened inside that building.
Right.
I want to be respectful to what is still there. I don't want to sit there and joke around and act
yeah.
a fool.
Oh yeah,
I don't want to
we're
piss the
not like
pool.
yeah, it's like Nick and Mina how we'll say something stupid and we'll just start laughing. Or we'll get a response that's angry and instead of being like, oh my god, did you hear that it said fuck you? You know what I mean? I'm like, you just said fuck you, and I just start laughing because to me it's
Right.
funny. It's not funny, but it's
Exactly.
funny,
Yeah.
But no, that we're not jumping
Exactly.
around like just we're never gonna be disrespectful to
Yeah.
No.
any location or the history there ever. But we just
'Cause I
laugh
know-
at this shit or we'll say the dumbest shit and we'll just start laughing because it's funny.
Right.
So somebody will pass
Correct.
gas.
Yeah, or just yeah. Yeah.
I did tell Nick and Mina to look up the Jason Hawes's YouTube page and send him a message because he does do collaborations with other investigators. It's the times have to be perfect, because he's a busy guy and he knows that the other investigators are busy. and everything. So it's just got to be able to match just perfectly. But
Right.
even Nick was like, "I wonder if that would help us." I'm pretty sure that the moment you get on camera and everybody sees Jason Hawes is standing right next to you,
Right.
I guarantee everybody's gonna be going, "We
I
need to
like
check them out."
I love Ghost Hunters. I just feel like that was kind of a dry show. Like there was no personality. It was just straight investigation.
Right.
Although they were like one of the first teams that ever came out with a ghost show. I
Correct.
watched them. Don't get me wrong. I just felt like sometimes you just need a little funny moment here and there. It's just too serious.
Right.
And I
And
don't know
okay,
if it's yeah. I don't know if it's
my
because
two favorites were Steve and Dave on that show because they were,
yes, they were silly.
hey,
I like
yeah, they're like, hey, I'll give you $20. You do this. No, you better
yeah
be more.
yeah. But I feel like
Um,
and I don't know if the network made them edit that way where they cut those parts out. I don't know.
I,
Maybe they did have
I
funny
don't
parts.
know. Oh yeah, but
But like,
I tell people all the time. Yeah, I'm a little serious sometimes, depending on, like I said, depending on where I'm at. Um, but I mean, I've literally put everything on hold and everything to try to help Nick and Mina get their stuff out. I've been sharing it out everywhere.
yeah,
Um, Savvy doing an amazing job for the smaller paranormal YouTube channels. Making those thumbnails like the ones I
sure,
post on TikTok. Those
yeah,
are all made by her.
yeah,
She
sweet.
does them for fun, so it's like awesome. Um, but I know Nick and Mina, they wanted to do a collaboration with me, and so you got to get better first. You got to get better. Um,
I
let's
think they're
see, a
way
show
better.
called.
What do you mean? What do you think they need to improve on? I think they're great.
Oh no, Mina's health, because
Oh,
it
oh, I
was.
was like, what do you mean? They're great.
No, they're amazing. No, I know
Yeah, oh
she
my
was in
gosh,
the
yeah,
hospital. Yeah, she was in the hospital. What, 2 weeks ago, because she was so sick she couldn't eat.
yeah.
So when she gets better, maybe then. Um, but
Yeah, she's
it's one of
I
those.
love Nina. She's like she reminds me of a mini me when I was younger. So I call her my little sister. She's my little sister.
I mean, I love how during when they went to Japan, they did the suicide forest.
Mm.
They were very respectful while there. You know, I know I talked to Mina a couple of times after the premiere of the first one that they did, and she was like, "Yeah, I felt so weirdly welcome there at that forest." It's like, I don't
Yeah,
like
well, that's
that.
a good thing. Yeah, like I think that's a good thing. Well,
Yeah, it's
maybe it
like,
was.
I don't like that,
Maybe just her
Mina.
energy was comforting to them.
Maybe,
I mean,
but
yeah.
I do know when they did the premiere for the part three, and I watched it. I sent them a message right afterwards that there's one scene that when they cut all the lights out and they went IR and everything, it was not Mina's voice, but there was a woman's voice that came through the camera.
Oh, really?
And she
I
was
haven't got
like,
a chance to watch it yet, but I need to catch
yeah.
up.
She goes, well, that kind of tracks because it felt like we were being watched and followed the whole time we were there, and I was like,
Oh, I bet.
yeah,
I
there was somebody following you. Um, but how do you feel about doing live investigations for everybody?
I don't even know. I'm sorry. What was the question? Sorry.
Doing live investigations for on YouTube.
I don't mind going live for a short time. It's really hard because I
Yeah,
need to concentrate on making the video because
correct,
sometimes you're in the moment, it's very hard. You miss a lot of stuff when you're in the moment. So
correct,
recording is very important for me because I go back and I'll rewatch it and be like, oh shit, that they said this or this is what you be or This one often we
Yeah.
didn't catch it until after. So a lot
Right.
of the reactions, if we do catch it on camera, they're natural reactions. But after watching it back, it's like you get more excited. You know, I don't know
Right.
if that makes sense. Yeah,
It
for
does.
me.
It does.
Yeah.
Because I know I did the Sally House, like I said, I did it live, and I told everybody when I was gonna go live, I said, since there's gonna be no cuts, no editing, this is all gonna be live. Everybody is gonna be the paranormal investigator that's in this chat.
Yeah.
If you see something, scream it out. You know,
Yeah.
that way we can tag on what time it was, how far into the video, and afterwards we can go back and watch it. Um,
hmm
so I mean,
Like,
I literally, yeah, I literally made everybody a paranormal investigator that night. I was like, hey,
that's
guess
good. That's
what?
good though. That's good that you kind of give them
Yeah,
a job or a point to be there.
right,
So that's cool. I like that. If I was
yeah,
to
and
leave the camera stationary and ignore the comments and stuff, I could do it because I'm not,
yeah,
it's not bothering me. But if I'm
right,
interacting with the chat or, it gets really hard. But doing that
right.
is that's really cool. Yeah, you're the investigator. I
And
like that.
everybody at the house that night, they were all worried. Oh man, he's gonna be so worried about the chat. He ain't gonna be doing any kind of investigating.
Exactly.
When it
Yes.
when it came down to it, they were watching the chat more than I was, and I was like, "Who was watching the chat?"
My God.
But you know, I also let everybody know when I went to go live, saying, "Now, if me doing this here live at the Sally House, you're not seeing edited footage. You're going to see the whole 100% real, how it is at an investigation. You may have 2, 3 hours where you're sitting there almost twiddling your thumbs, waiting for something.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
hey,
That's why
three,
having fun is important during those
yeah,
down times.
oh yeah.
He'll fall asleep.
Welcome,
Especially him, he'll fall asleep.
yes, welcome in 305 Paranormal.
Hey,
Um,
Jen, that's my girl.
um, I mean, I can say when we had downtime at the Sally House, we had food, we had drink, we weren't starving to death. So I mean, you know, just so everybody knows, if you ever want to go out investigating, food, drink, snacks,
For me,
very
it's a toilet.
important.
Is there a toilet?
Toilet too.
Flushing
Um,
toilet. Well, flushing toilet is very important to me.
yeah.
And soap and
Um,
water.
yeah. Which I do get a lot of places are abandoned. You don't really have that kind of luxury unless if you go to a store or something after,
Yeah,
during.
struggle at the
Um,
base. All three of us
yeah,
girls have to pee, and we just had to
right.
go. Yeah.
It's one of those. We'll be back. Don't
And
worry.
he
Um,
makes me walk a mile, 100 yards away from everybody to go pee. And meanwhile, there's people in the back of the hospital where we were at doing donuts, and I'm over here. I'm like, I gotta go. I can't walk anymore. So I just went pee. They probably got
yeah,
a peek at my white, you know, backside.
right.
I probably stood out like a light bulb, but it's okay. Whatever. I
Yeah.
had to go.
Um,
TMI.
but I
Sorry.
well, but I do know, you know, everybody has this notion that you know
Mhm.
some of these shows on YouTube that everything happens real fast all the time,
Mhm.
just by the way everything's edited. I mean, if you were to tell somebody that was getting into this field one thing, what would be the one thing that you would let them know to be prepared for with doing a real, honest to God paranormal investigation?
Uh,
What
well,
was
for
yours?
me is I would say you have patience,
Yeah.
a lot of patience, and then expect to get nothing.
That's good. That's very good.
Expect to get nothing because
I like
There's
that.
gonna be times when you get nothing, and
High five.
when you,
That was a good answer.
and when you do get something, that's when you're like, oh shit,
Yeah.
unexpected. I expect this again. I think, but I got something, and I got this EVP or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
So sometimes there's a lot of downtime, and you just gotta be cool with that, and try to, not get discouraged when you don't get nothing, because you might get nothing in that one spot, and then a month later you go to that same spot, and then you get something. So sometimes you got to build
Right.
a relationship with the location, sometimes, or relation, the equipment, uh,
Right.
the people you're investigating with, because maybe the energies are all off, and then all of a sudden you investigate again, and it meshes.
Or
A
they're
lot
just
of
trying to
this,
fill you out. Like, they're just trying to feel you out and see who you are. I think too. I really feel like they kind of, depending on the location, some are more excited to see you and people and investigate
Right.
with you, and others are kind of just trying to figure out who you are as a person. Maybe they had a
Right.
bad experience with the previous person. But to add
I
to
mean,
his, I would say be safe is number one. Always be safe. Always go.
right.
Never go out by yourself, especially to a outdoor location, and have fun.
yeah, I would say definitely go with people,
Yeah, have fun.
because most of these places, when you go, I'm more concerned with living people
Hmm.
or
Right.
big animals,
Yeah,
like
Mm-hmm.
bobcats, mountain lions.
like a Wolfgang pup.
Um,
uh, but
yeah, I'm more concerned with people. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would say definitely
I
go
know.
with people. Go with somebody.
yeah, for
I
sure.
do tell people if you're going to a house or somewhere, go with somebody because if something happens and if you go by yourself, guess what? Nobody's gonna know you're there.
Yeah,
You know.
always know.
Um, I mean, I did do a couple investigations in Kentucky where I was by myself, and one of those actually got touched on my shoulder from behind, and it's like, okay, at least I know you're out here, you
Yeah,
know. But I mean, most of the time I tell people go with someone you trust, you
yeah,
know, because if something happens and nobody knows where you're at, guess what? You're going to be joining the spirit world.
right.
By yourself.
Uh,
Yeah,
Nobody's gonna know you
exactly.
later.
yeah.
So they smell
Um,
something.
when,
God.
when the when the missing posters start coming out, going, and then somebody's going, "What is that? What's that smell?" You know. Um, but I do know when it comes to doing investigations, a lot of people they don't realize though that there is a lot of downtime. That's one reason why I did this Sally House Live. That way people can see for a fact that there is quite a bit of downtime. I mean, there were points where we were sitting down in the house trying to get something to happen, which nothing did. Um, Estes methods, yes or no?
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I rather hear what's coming out of the spirit box versus somebody else telling me what they think they hear. Because
Right.
there's times where I'll be in the moment and I think it says one thing, and then I'll go back and I'm like, I just butchered the shit out of it. It said something totally different from what I heard at the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Oh yes. I
because it's
mean, because when we do go to the Garnett House, I'm gonna run an experiment.
uh
I'm gonna have somebody down in the basement asking questions, and I want to be up in the attic with a spirit box to see if they coincide with each other.
right.
Um, because I never really see anybody do that. Yeah, I seen GCP do it. I think one time,
How
but
would you how would
nobody.
you do it though? Like how would you
You mean
I mean you would you would
connect the two spirit box together so you can hear what's simultaneously happening?
no, like he'll be upstairs recording.
Have it to where like they have their phone, I have my phone, and we basically have it on speakerphone and you
So
know
real time.
real time. That
Yeah.
way whatever might be coming through the spirit box could also hear what's being asked downstairs.
Yeah, because see,
You
this,
know.
Yeah, I mean, like again, some like you're expecting that the person who is under us is gonna be not embellishing and not and honest about what they're
well,
hearing.
that's the same thing with editing too. Like I was going to say,
Yeah.
editing, they can make it look like that person is saying the same thing that person, the questions are being asked.
Yeah.
And so when it's live,
True.
and it's simultaneously, you can't. There's no way, you know.
Correct.
But how
Yeah, because I mean, I want
you would have?
I want people to see that this field is real. We're not just out here running around in the dark doing
Yeah, right.
crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
I mean,
Shit up. Yeah.
right. So I know there for a long time, back in the early 2000s, yes, people started getting into it. You could actually talk about it and you not be branded crazy.
Right.
And then it kind of fell back, and I want to try to get it to where it's back up to where it was. Um, Now with one location, when it gets reopened after it gets fixed up, now that Jason Hawes owns it, would you be willing to go to the Conjuring House?
Wait, does he own it? I haven't kept up on that.
He owns it. He got it.
Oh, nice. Okay, good.
Yes.
That's awesome.
He wants to get it fixed up, and he actually wants to charge a reasonable fee, not some outrageous fee that was being charged by a certain person that owned it before, and make it to where everybody can come in and investigate, because he wants to be able to keep the history alive in the house.
Right.
So
Yeah, I would go. I would go.
Yeah, as long as it's reasonable. I mean, because I feel like you'll get more people going and probably get
yeah,
going more once it's a reasonable price.
Yeah, unless he's like, I just hope he doesn't. Once it becomes popular, then he starts raising the price. That's what
from
happens a
what I
lot.
understand, yeah, from what he was saying, because he didn't want the house to begin with, but Andrea Perrin actually asked him to put a bid in for when it went up for auction,
Mm-hmm.
and she begged him to get that house. And he started a GoFundMe page. People donated what he needed. He put his bid in. Then somebody bought the deed to the property, and then it ended up going to court after
Are we frozen? Oh,
doing you.
Yeah, it froze. It froze.
I'm like, did it freeze?
It froze
Yeah.
when you said went to auction. Somebody bought a deed.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it is his. That the and everything needs him to do to make it safe for everybody to go in. Smoked alarms, fire suppressors, stuff like that.
Hmm.
And then be able to reopen it. But
Hopefully.
if you had the chance to go to any one location, whether it be in the U.S. or overseas someplace to investigate, what location?
It's a toss for me.
I never thought about
Yeah.
that.
I would love to investigate a castle in like UK. Like a big castle on a moat. Like one of those big ones that has a moat on it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Like that. Or Suicide Forest, where Mina and Nick went. My dream location.
nice. I mean, my dream location to investigate is the Hoya Baciu Forest in Romania.
What is that? I never heard of that.
There is a forest over there. There is literally a big, huge, round circle in the middle of the forest where nothing grows, no trees.
What?
Mm.
What is there a reason? Do they say there's like a reason?
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. It's just no trees in one big, huge circle in the middle of the forest. No trees. And one of our my Discord members, Dragon, she calls me Internet Dad. I call her Internet Daughter. She is from she is from over there, but she lives in France now.
Oh,
Man, when I told her I wanted to go there, she said, "Do not go." Okay, well that's not ominous at all. Um, but that is my dream location.
wow.
Um, it's just one of those things. I've got to. Um, yes,
Never
305
heard of it. That
paranormal.
sounds like a location though. I've never heard of it.
Josh Gates, when he was doing a truth, he actually went out there
Hmm.
and he actually had a camera and while doing a solo in the middle of this spot, literally got drugged backwards. And it's like, I need to go there. I need to go there now. You know, it's one of those. I'm an adrenaline junkie, but I'm also, I need answers. Did they have a wire hooked up to him and he got yanked backwards? I don't, I'm not going to say I know because I
Are you
wasn't
hoping
there.
to recreate that?
Yes, yes, I am.
Don't go
I mean,
alone.
if I'm sitting in the middle of this uh with no trees and I just get yanked backwards, you know, we know
No.
it happens for real. But I mean, it with locations, knowing that was one place that you would definitely go to. What is the least favorite spot you have ever investigated?
Oh man, I don't know. I mean, when we first started, and I'm going based off of no activity,
Hmm.
maybe Park in Long Beach. I think that was like that was kind of like a boring. I mean, even though it was fun with Melissa, but it was kind of boring. I would probably say some park we went to, it was like nothing happened. I was like,
I get
it was nice though. It was nice, but no,
I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
never really thought about least because I mean I would I mean
We've been to so many. I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. I've
I
never
don't
even
know.
I've never even thought about that like
Yeah,
that.
I never. Yeah, like one that we would say
it.
we would never come to again.
Yeah,
Jeez, I
I,
don't know.
I, I got I got a few up my sleeve that I'd never do.
Really?
Um, if you ever was given the chance to go and investigate, say either the Sharon Tate murder location
Oh, I've been
or
there. Oh,
or
yeah.
The actual
Oh,
location.
the house itself, but I've been in the
the,
area.
the actual house location where it was at, the farm that they arrested Charles Manson at, which one would you rather choose?
Sharon Tate, because there's a bathroom there. It's not outdoors. There's no bugs.
That's fair. Um, everybody I've ever asked that to, they all say the same thing. Sharon Tate.
Yeah.
Um,
No bugs,
I
not
mean,
dirty.
correct. Now, ever, if given a chance, investigate the Cecil Hotel?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, but
No.
they closed it though. They closed it and turned it into like a transitional housing.
Mhm.
No.
But I absolutely would. Absolutely, 100%, no doubt.
I mean, I find that awesome that they turned it into a transitional housing, but at the same time, there are so many of us that would love to get in there to investigate the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially certain
I
floors. Open up
mean,
certain floors.
Yeah, but the thing is now is like I mean it'll be nice to go to and investigate, but
Yeah.
now that they turn it into like a transitional housing, you're gonna have real ghosts in the hallway.
right.
Real zombies in the hallway.
Yeah, you gotta you definitely want to make sure because transitional housing is more for like homeless
You're
than
gonna have real zombies
Yeah.
in the hallway.
yeah.
You're gonna be like
Yeah.
for a spirit, hey, is someone here? And then somebody's gonna come out the
the
hallway
real,
and
the
be
real
like,
Walking
be like,
Dead.
yes, we
The
are.
real Walking Dead's gonna happen.
Right. Um, how'd you like the Black Dahlia Hotel?
Oh my gosh, that hotel was awesome, and
Yeah,
I'm
it was nice.
so grateful because each of us had different floors. We weren't on the same floor.
Right.
So originally, when we got there, I think Nick and Mina might have been on the third. No, so one of our friends were on
Yeah.
the third. One was on the sixth or seventh, and then we were on the ninth. So originally, they were going to put us on the third, and I asked him, I was like, "Is there any haunted floors you can put me on?" And he's like, "What?" I was like, "Is there any haunted floors?" So he said, well, floor nine is supposed to be really active. So we just that our room did not disappoint. We'll just say it did not disappoint. It was awesome.
Yes, because I know that has been a dream of mine since my endeavor. I've
Hmm.
wanted to go to that hotel because it's the last known location Elizabeth Short was seen at
Yeah.
before disappearing. So I
I
was
don't
like,
know if we necessarily connected with her. We might have. I know Mina and Nick put their video out. I haven't touched mine yet. I need to. I'm doing things backwards. But
I know they're insane.
oh, she's so yeah. Her video, her editing skills too are make it like that much better.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I can't remember if we. I'll have to ask him. Did we think we talked about Dahlia? I don't remember. I know we were talking to somebody though.
Yeah.
Somebody was there, and I felt like our bathroom was a two-way mirror.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember that. I
It was
remember
great.
that from her. Though. You know, you guys like,
But yes, I think we
"Janet,
did.
hey,
We mentioned the murder.
here."
Yeah, yeah, it was crazy. So and we were in our friend Cindy's room. I think I mentioned the doctor's name who we think that unalived her. Um,
Yes.
then the dead bell just went berserk in our friend's room.
Right. And
Exceedingly aggressive.
yeah, I think that's when I had everything going off when somebody mentioned his name. It's like
Yes.
everything was crazy. It's like, good Lord Almighty. Yeah,
Yeah, maybe
yeah.
we were
It's like
connecting with her or the
yeah,
person
it's like
that.
somebody touched a nerve by saying his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, maybe. Awesome location.
All right.
Beautiful, beautiful,
Let's see.
beautiful hotel.
Yes. Beautiful place. Pat Ryan wants to know, would you investigate the Stanley Hotel?
Yeah. I don't know too much about it though. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure which one is that one.
Stanley is The Shining, right? No.
Correct.
Is that The Shining or is the
Yeah,
other one?
Oh, the one with
that
the
it would be The
Nicholson.
Shining. That's the hotel that Stephen King stayed at that he based the Shining out on after he
Yes,
had
I
an
would.
experience in it.
Oh yeah.
Put it this way, I don't think it's a location that we would not investigate.
Yeah, I'm open to going almost anywhere pretty much.
Right. I do know I sent Nick and Mina a message saying next time I'm in the Phoenix area, I need to hit up El Morte and see about doing an investigation with
Oh
him. Out
yeah,
in
yeah.
Phoenix. And they were like,
They're
"Oh,
awesome.
you
They're awesome.
do it." He's like, "Do it. You won't regret it."
Uh,
Um, but I know it's been getting them on to do an interview because they've been so busy.
yeah. We had
Kind
them
of
on
like
our show, but we booked them out pretty far.
yeah.
They,
And I know. Let's see, what was it? I don't know if you've ever heard of this place, but the Hill House in Mineral Wells, Texas,
Isn't
hmm
would
didn't they make a movie on that? I mean, isn't there a show on Netflix?
I
The Hill
think
House.
so? I'm not sure.
They have one called Blythe Manor, and then they have one called the Hill House. I think.
Yeah, I think that's a demonic. A lot of people call it say it's something demonic there, right? Is that the one?
Yeah, because I know what got me wanting to go to that place was the CCTV camera that they had of somebody in one of the bedrooms literally getting yoinked right off the bed sideways.
Oh
Mm.
wow. I don't
And I
think
was
I.
like,
Yeah.
I need to go there. I need to check that out. I need to see if this is actually real.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, I did post pictures of it on TikTok, I believe. Yeah, because it's literally right down the street from the Baker Hotel. But, you know, I know a lot of people don't want to go there because of the history of the house. A lot of people go in there and say, oh, it's a demon, it's a demon. Again, I mean, you do you. I don't think everything's a demon. But, you know,
No shame to anybody.
right. I mean, I have been to places where I could literally say whatever was there wasn't human.
Right.
I'm not going to say it was a demon, but I'm going to say it wasn't human.
Right.
And it let everybody know it was not there to play. It's like, yeah, that's how you know the difference between if it really is a spirit or a non-human entity, because they're not going to play with you.
Right.
They want you gone.
Right.
And but I do know I want to get in there, but if they ever open up the Baker Hotel again, because I know they were working on it, I know a lot of people want to get in there. Whether they let investigators go in there again, because I think they were going to try to reopen it to the public to actually rent out.
Oh wow.
But it's one of those. If you rent a room, there's nothing saying that you can't do an investigation while sitting in your room. Um.
That's true. Well, that's like the Biltmore too. The Biltmore, we were told by security that they don't allow filming, so we had to be
Oh
very.
yeah.
I mean, security seen us walking around with cameras. I think they don't want like
I
big
think as long as you don't
cameras.
have
Like if you have like a
like a
cell
big
phone,
production
yeah,
camera, if you're walking around with like a DJI
a little
like
tiny
mini
camera, I think it'd be
cameras or
alright.
something,
Yeah.
they're not gonna make it a big deal. But
Well,
if
You're
you
not
walk
standing
around with
out,
like a
yeah.
shoulder camera and lighting, and you're
right.
like, what are you doing?
Like I think our camera would probably be too big and too draw too much attention.
Now, now, if you walk in there with like a travel channel crew member and production company, and they're putting up lights and they're no, get out.
Yeah.
Um, how would you feel about say using body cameras
Oh, we have one.
during an investigation?
We've used one. It's here. We have this one here that we use.
There
It
we go.
just it just records in every 10 minutes, so it gets annoying to have to watch that shit back because you have to go each
Right,
video 10 minutes, 10 minutes, So, but we've used
right.
them. We left them stationary. We should. I would have
Yeah,
wanted to do one on our back, so one's facing our back, one's facing our front. That would be really cool.
yeah. Because I know I asked Nick that, and he's like, I never thought about that. I need to look into, something like that.
Mm.
I've always got stuff turning in my brain. It's like, what if I do what can I do to do this? What can I do to do that? You know, um, because as you know, and most investigators know, you can set up all the cameras you have, in different locations, and everything is going to happen in a location that you don't have a camera in.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Or you're not recording at the time. Yep.
Right. It's almost like the spirits are sitting there going, "Oh, they've got all their cameras up. Hold my beer and watch this." You know, and they start doing something in another room, and you're like, "Damn it, I didn't have something in that room." Um, which I know is annoying, but it does happen. Um, so you know, when it comes down to it, if if you had any message for anybody out there at all, not just dealing with paranormal or the normal, what would you say to people that go to your channel and think they know what they're going to see?
Wait. Okay. One more. Let me make sure I understood you right. What was the question?
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah. Can you
Yeah.
mind repeating that one, please?
If you had a message for people that are going to your channel not knowing who you are, not knowing what, they don't know what they're going to see, what would be your one message to them, whether, if they expect to see something normal or paranormal, what would that message be?
Oh, I'm gonna tell him not to expect us being normal paranormal investigators because we're not. Like I said, we like to have fun. Um,
Right.
they will see us try to debunk stuff versus calling it paranormal right away. Um,
Right.
I don't know. What do you think? I've never. These are hard questions.
Also, I would, I would,
You're making me think.
I would say we're down to earth, personable.
Yeah,
We like to have
we're
fun.
fun. We're funny. Yeah.
I mean, we don't disrespect spirit or any location that we ever go to. Very
Okay.
respectful.
Exactly. I know.
If you see us laughing, it's not because of the situation, the history. It's because it's freaking boring, and we like to have.
Sometimes things happen in the moment,
Yeah.
and sometimes we try to make light of a situation.
Yeah.
Just depends on the scenario, but we just personal have fun with what's going on when there's
I would
an opportunity to have fun.
I would probably say too, like when I react to something, like I said, mentioned earlier, if something comes through that's kind of dark and evil, I have a tendency of laughing sometimes because I'm like, he just told me to shut up. They just told me to shut up. Like I'm like shocked. You know what I mean? Like it's like a
Right.
shock, but it's like it's funny to me.
Right.
So that doesn't mean I'm
I
being
mean,
disrespectful. I'm
Like
just
the location
or I'm
in
not
Yucca.
acting terrified, huh?
The location in Yucca.
Oh yeah. So I don't know if you want to hear this part, but you want me to tell you about our last investigation we did with
sure.
this place, a little sample. So we were getting ready to take a break. We're investigating. We're taking a break, and I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna put the camera there. Something about are you gonna miss me? I'll leave it here, so I'll give you a break. So you are you gonna miss me or something along those lines." So anyway, one of my devices go.
They cursed at you.
No, I think it was like God. You told me to just bring it up. I don't remember what it said. It said something like "ew," pretty much like "ew." Like I was like, "Are you gonna miss me? Or are you gonna miss me, right?" Or something like that. It was like cringe. It said cringe, and it was
Oh
just so
wow.
funny. I'm like, because he's holding the box. It's a dirt data bank box, and it says cringe. And I just start laughing, and I'm like, it's cringing that I said, "Are you gonna miss me?" 'Cause it was so funny. They're probably like, "Ugh, no."
What's the name again? What's the name of it?
This and that desert
Yeah.
in Yucca Valley if you're in the area.
It's a little.
Owners are great.
Yeah, they're very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went also. We went into one of the rooms and
Wait. Before let me finish. So as I'm laughing at that, our friend who we were with adds to it, so it makes it even more funny. It's just you're gonna see stuff like that. It's not because we're laughing. We don't find we're not gonna overreact for a video. We're not gonna be like, oh my god, it said cringe. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I went
Your
into
tip.
I went into the room and she had the device
Oh
outside,
yeah.
and as soon as I stepped in there,
Yeah.
it said, "You're fucked."
We just
Oh
laughed.
wow.
It's a dark room. It's
She
a
has to.
museum with
That
dark
video
stuff.
will be out in 2028. By the way.
Well, I do know. Bella, yes, you may listen into the chat.
Who is it? I'm
But
sorry.
yeah, someone came in saying that there's recently snubbed. May I listen to chat? Yeah, you can listen. Um, I know what's the average time from when you do an investigation to the time you get it on YouTube?
Oh God.
Depends.
I have videos from 2 years going on 3 years that I haven't even done. It's
Oh
bad.
wow.
And then like lately I have this thing where I'm trying to push out. I should have worked on the Biltmore and all the other ones first. But now I'm trying to push out the newer episodes that we just done
Right.
and then eventually the older ones, you know. Because like I said, we go
Right.
on not to sound all to toot our home, but we go on we're busy. There's a lot of stuff we're doing or we're going to or
Right.
now that our kids are grown or we don't have, any responsibilities, we're like trying to stay busy all the time. So it's
Right.
very hard to sit down. It's very tiring editing. I'll tell you, I don't know how Mina and all these other people do it because it is a lot. And then if you have
You know.
multiple cameras, it's even
Oh
more. It's
yes.
so much
And
work.
I'm always telling Mina, she's a rock star.
Hmm.
Doing all that editing. And in fact, for part 3 of the Suicide Forest, she made Nick edit that.
Yeah, he said that. He told me he did. I gotta watch it. That's one I haven't caught up on
Right.
yet. Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, during the premiere, he jumped. They were in there, and that's when Mina was like, "Yeah, Nick did all this," and put in the chat going, "So if something goes wrong, we can blame Nick." He just goes, "Ha ha." Hey, you know, it'd be
Yeah.
your handiwork, buddy, not Mina's.
It's a lot. She does a lot of adding. She adds a lot of stuff to make it
Right,
more interesting. And that takes a
right.
lot. A lot of people don't realize. I hope people appreciate the work that goes into editing because you
Oh
not
yeah,
only have to sit through all that boring crap, you have to make the captions, listen to it
yep.
over and over again to hear what you're saying, add in all the other stuff. It's a lot of
Oh,
work. Yeah.
yeah. And what got me on part 3, especially when they went back and they put all 3 parts together, and they just recently put it out, is one big long episode.
Yeah.
One of the things that
Can I
got
ask?
me is there was a part in there where it showed a scene from the movie Scary Movie. Had
Mhm.
Marlon Wayne's laying in the bed, and he goes, "I see white people," and I started thinking about the post that Mean had made on Instagram, and I was like, that just hits so much differently right now. I can't.
Yeah. Post traumatic stress.
Right. I'm like, oh
From
my
your post,
god.
Mina. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
But
Can I
I
ask
I
you
do.
something? What do you think is
Yes,
too long
ma'am.
of an episode? How many minutes do you think an episode should be? And
Mm,
everybody in the chat too, if you guys don't mind.
Me personally, if it's a group I like to watch, GCP, uh, Creepy Crawly Co., you guys, El Morte, the episodes literally could be 2 hours, and
Oh wow,
I will still sit there and watch
wow.
because I love the paranormal, especially when I know it's somebody that's honest about the paranormal. They're not going around, saying everything is a ghost. They're not faking evidence. They're debunking themselves. When it's an
Mhm.
honest to God, true investigator doing that, I could watch them for hours on one episode. Um, I don't know what everybody else's take on that is. Let's ask the chat here. Everybody, why don't you type in what's the perfect length for an episode that you will watch with any investigator?
0 to
I mean,
30, 30 to an hour, 30 to 120. Let us know. I'm curious.
yes, because everybody is different.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, I kind of discouraged when I go to jump on somebody's page and it's like a 30-minute episode, and I'm like, okay, either A, you really didn't do nothing, or you just didn't have nothing happen and you just cut it down to 30 minutes and said put it out. Um, so we're getting, Bella says a few hours, Ketchum
2
says
hours.
an hour, Savvy saying agree. Pretty much an hour is a consensus right now on
An
the
hour.
length of an episode.
Yeah, well, probably
Um,
also it's probably how you the tone
And
and
then how
how
you're
you speak.
editing it.
I
Yeah.
would
And
say
then
how you speak to, because if it's like very like
if it's just very boring, like
very
if the camera's just sitting there
well,
and nothing's going on for a
like
full
the
hour.
commercial, like the guy from
No.
Dry Eyes,
Yeah.
the Dry Eyes guy,
Yeah.
yeah,
when he's like
I
very monotonous.
mean,
Yeah. Hey guys.
Hey,
Today
look,
we are
is
at
someone here with us?
yeah. Can you
Pat,
make that device? Sorry.
Pat Ryan says 2 to 3 hours, but if it's a good, honest investigation, could be shorter.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but again, the consensus is about an hour. Um, which you know is up there for a lot of people because I'm not going to say that everybody is like this, but I have noticed on a lot of things with YouTube, a lot of people that get on here and watch videos. I'm not shaming anybody, but a lot of people have the attention span of a squirrel when it comes to videos. uh, because I was putting out longer videos, with driving, and noticed they weren't getting any views. I'd put a short video out, like a minute or less, gets a lot of views, and I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. So I guess that's what I'm doing now. I'm just doing the short videos.
Yeah.
Um, but you know, to me, a view is a view. But again, I've had people going, "Oh my God, you've got almost 400 subscribers." I would be happy with just one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd be happy with just one because, for the simple fact, I'm not out here to make money. I'm out here to with my driving, show everybody what it's like when driving a semi around other people, especially in a big city, doing investigations. I mean, that's why my Halloween investigation I did before I actually started the investigation. I told everybody, "Hey, here's a free members only video for everybody, just playing around," because it was like, "Wait a minute, what? A free members only video?" Yeah, in other words, all my subscribers and people on my Discord channel, they can come and watch it for free anytime they want. You know,
Yeah,
First, I
right?
want to say thank you for doing what you do because you're the one. People that do your job are the ones that make sure our stores are stocked. So thank you
Correct.
for doing
yeah.
that.
You're welcome.
Very
You're
dangerous. Our
welcome.
kids, our our daughter used to, and her husband, fiance, drives trucks, and she ended up
Yes.
quitting. It's just stressful. So, but he still does it.
Yeah.
But he does locally.
It's not, yeah, it's not for the faint of heart. Let's put
No,
it that way.
very stressful.
I
Yeah. I feel like truck drivers don't get enough appreciation. Yeah, they don't get it. I feel like you guys don't get enough appreciation because if it wasn't for you,
So
oh,
Oh, we don't.
Yeah.
And I've been doing it for 22 years, and I am looking forward to the day when I can literally park the truck, walk away from it, and never turn back.
Yeah.
Um,
And you're waiting for
I
your family,
just don't. Yeah, I
So,
mean, we're away from our families so long that people just, oh, well, he must be single. No, I've got a wife, I've got a
mhm.
kids, you know. So we're not all single, but you know, uh, if anybody's looking for you, what are the best social medias that they can go to find you?
You know what our social? What's our social? I guess I'll tell you.
He has to say
So
it.
you can find us right here on YouTube under JJ Paranormal. I do a podcast every Sunday with our good friends 305, who's in the chat. I don't know if they're still here. I also do another podcast with another friend on every other Wednesday. We're just started true crime discussion type business. You can find us on Instagram under JJ Paranormal, Facebook under JJ Paranormal, and TikTok under JJ Paranormal One. Somebody took the damn name, so I had to put Adam One.
I did see that one day. I was like, what is happening right now? Then I started thinking, did somebody hijack their account like they tried to do mine over there?
Oh, did they
I had
really?
somebody go, yeah, they made a fake account of me over there. They took all my pictures and everything, and
Oh my
they're like,
gosh.
they were literally passing themselves off to some of my friends, telling, "Hey, let's go to WhatsApp." And usually, it literally says it in my bio. I don't use WhatsApp. Don't ask. You ain't getting nothing. Um, and that's the
Uh,
only way they figured out it wasn't me. It's
Somebody
like,
stole my pictures on Instagram, opened a Facebook
oh
account
wow,
under a different name, and is selling ghost equipment with my pictures blasted all over it. And I'm like,
wow,
oh shit. What if somebody bumps into me because they bought something from this person, they got scammed, and my face is close blasted. And you know it's stupid? They don't do nothing
hmm.
about it.
Yeah,
Instagram will not do anything about it.
yeah. TikTok didn't do nothing about that person making a fake account of me either. I reported it and everything else, and they're like, "We don't see nothing wrong going on here."
So if somebody,
Really?
God forbid that happens and somebody gets hurt, because people are going to be
Yeah.
pissed. But I wonder if we could sue Meta and them for that because we reported it and they don't really give
Right.
us the option to or they
Right.
do. I wonder if we could sue them for that because that's a huge liability, right?
Well, you can sue anybody.
No,
It's,
because I
it's,
think that's our stuff is public.
it's public.
Yeah.
But there's
So
things
And
viciously to where it's defamatory in nature and somebody gets hurt off of it. And
right.
I would think you would have to initially start a paper trail to say, hey, I reached out on this date, saying this, and this, and since this date, now somebody got hurt and you didn't do nothing to fix it.
yeah,
Then maybe you have a case,
yeah.
but
Right.
just to outright say,
So
oh, like
That's
trust
what I'm
me,
saying.
I'm
Somebody gets hurt.
covering. Yeah, I'm covering myself because when I found that account, I literally made a post. I'm not gonna say what that post says on here because there might be kids listening in or watching, so I'm gonna try to keep that as least as PG as possible. Um, but I actually had the person reach out to me that did the fake account, going, "Hey, can we talk?" No, time for talk is over with.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're gonna be having consequences here in a few hours.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, screenshots, everything. It's like, yeah, no, you're not getting away from this. Um,
it's
but
scary.
yeah,
Scary.
I know. What days mostly do you release actual investigative footage?
I see it. That's the thing. I don't have it. Most people have a day, usually out of the week they post, and I'm like,
Right,
whatever the hell I get it
just
done.
random. I
Yeah, just
get
pick
it.
a day. That's
I
I
get
need to do better because it might help with my algorithm. But to me, I okay. So
it. Right.
just so you know, I don't do YouTube for clickbait or for views. Yes, I do all this
Right.
work. It is nice to get views, but I do it to share my and plus I like watching it back. I like seeing how it comes
Right.
together. I do it to share our experiences. And if somebody comes along the way and clicks on it, great. If they subscribe, even better. Um, but I have to remember because I'll get burnt out. This is how a lot of YouTubers get burnt out. They're not seeing the results
Right.
for all the work.
Correct.
It's to me, it's about the.
I mean,
I told Mina this. I said it's about the quantity. I mean, the quality, not the quantity of who you
right.
have. Remember that because
And
you're gonna get burnt out.
she puts out, them two put out very high quality videos.
They really do. Yeah, a lot of people do.
And
They're not seeing
they
results.
do.
Yeah.
And the videos I've seen from you guys and El Morte, high quality videos.
Thank
You're not running around screaming and hollering and saying you're being chased by a ghost or whatever. I mean, which
Yeah.
I have seen that on a few pages, and it's like, well, you're not gonna go very far. But I mean, it's always gonna be interesting when watching investigators because Savvy and I were discussing, the smaller groups that are out here on YouTube, you, Nick and Mina, El Morte. There's another one I'm going to be doing an interview with on a Tuesday.
Right.
Uh, their name is Ghost Hunting with Delta. We're trying to push all these smaller channels out
Mhm.
more. That way to get more exposure to try to get more people in watching the videos when you guys post them.
We appreciate you.
Because because we look at it this way, the paranormal field is so small. We don't need bickering and everything back and forth, because the field is so small. Why can't we just stand together and be like, okay, this is what's going to happen and everything. But instead, we got groups that are higher up. I'm not going to say their names because I don't want nobody coming after this channel yet. Um, but they won't talk to their fans. They won't deal with nothing with their fans. Nothing. And it's one of those.
I
Your
know people.
fans, your fans are where you are now. They got you there. Um,
Don't forget
but
where you come from. You came from.
exactly. And when it comes down to it, if you had a chance to see everyone in this paranormal community actually come together, that would be a good thing.
Yeah.
That would be a good thing because then everyone's going to have a good time. You know, no one's going to feel like they're being left behind. You know,
Exactly.
it's like, oh, this person's falling behind. Let's lift them up and help them. You know,
Yeah.
um, I know we all need to get a hold of Jade. I've sent her messages on Instagram. She's like, no, I want to. I'll watch you interview Mina and everyone else. No, get your ass on here so we can interview you and Mandy as well. You know, there ain't no shame in it. But I mean, when it comes down to it, though, I want to get everybody on in the paranormal field on the same page, lifting each other up, not leaving people behind.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I know it's going to be hard to do because everybody's got their own thing going on. You
Mm-hmm.
know, nobody can sit there and watch what another group is doing 24 hours a day.
Right.
Um, which is one reason why I'm doing these interviews with these smaller channels. That way people can go, oh, wait a minute. They actually debunk their own stuff and
I
Everything
like
else,
my smaller channel. Thank you very much. Just kidding.
I mean, the smaller channels are good. They are good.
Yeah.
Um, I mean,
We
if
got a
I had a
great
choice
community. Our
between
little our great community.
right, I mean, if I had a choice between watching a huge channel or a smaller channel, I'm gonna go to the smaller channel first.
More intimate.
Because
More intimate.
right,
When you got
right,
thousands of people in the chat, it gets too much.
it does, and it's funny because I was talking to Savvy about this one day. You know, it took months of getting onto Nick and Mina's premieres. You know,
Mm.
and then finally one day out of the blue, we're talking in the chats, and next thing I know, they did a live episode. They let people call in. I called in,
Mm.
and the
I
night
think I was on
of
that one.
that,
Maybe.
yeah,
Yeah.
the night of that live after it ended and everything, I literally got a message from Mina on Instagram, and she was like, "Oh, we enjoyed it. We enjoyed it." And then like 2 days later, I had her phone number and Nick's phone number, and we're sitting there
Uh,
talking. We're sitting there talking to each other, texting back and forth, making sure we're doing good. And
mhm.
it's like, what large channel are you ever gonna have that happen?
You're not gonna have that happen unless you're a big channel yourself.
Exactly.
But I
But
will say, in their defense, though, larger channels, they do have people that are in it for a reason to get big themselves, so they get used.
right,
So
right.
I do get how to be kind of cautious of who you friend. I get it, but they have to remember
Mhm.
not everybody is like that, you know.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
don't forget the smaller people. Maybe they just want a genuine friendship. You know what I mean?
Right. And
You
and that's why it really messed me up one day when Mina had called me out of the blue and we were talking and everything. She was asking me how I was doing and told her I was doing good.
know.
And well, I just wanted to find out because we really consider you a really great friend. And I'm like,
Aw.
okay, that just came out of left field and hit real hard. I mean, it's like I literally consider you guys great friends as well, you
Aw.
know, and
They're great. They're really sweet people.
they
Yeah.
they really are, and that's why I try to push their stuff out along with everybody else's
See, and
because I know
I'm yes, I'm very picky on who I friend. I talk to a lot of people, but in order to
correct,
talk to you, I'm very picky. I'm very cautious. Just because people there's
right?
drama in the world. Right? There's so much drama in
Oh
this field.
God,
So I'm like, I
yes,
don't want to, I'm too old to be in that shit. So I just, I'm
well,
very picky. So when Nick
you
reached
know,
out to me, I was like, hell is this dude? Like I wasn't even gonna respond. And I don't have a big following on Instagram, right? But I was just
right,
like, who the hell is this dude? But I'm nice. So I responded and then I just started talking to him a little bit more. I'm like, okay, he seems like a cool dude. Well,
yeah,
so then we talked and then we ended up investigating and then I adored him ever since I met him. They're just great people.
right, and
Yeah.
I had somebody get mad at me over on TikTok the other night because I went live and during before you go live, you have this thing on there that says you can tell people what who you are and what you're about. And I actually made somebody upset because I was told them, Wolfgang is my name. Save the drama for your mama because I'm
That's what I
not
was gonna
here
say.
for
I was gonna say that.
it. And the guy literally said, "You can't. That's rude. I feel like you're attacking me." And I literally popped off with, "If you feel that way, I would say go home and go talk to your mama
Right. What
because
the heck? You didn't even do it. You didn't even say anything
It's like
yet.
one of
no, he was mad because I'd put that in a comment from when people came in. He felt personally attacked.
Yeah.
yeah. It's like
Yeah.
if the shoe fits, you wear it.
Yeah.
Shoe fits.
Right. And I'm like, yeah, I haven't even said nothing yet. I mean, my generation, I could personally attack you, but you know what? I'm not going to because I don't feel you're worthy enough. You know,
People are too sensitive. We
they
live in
are.
a very sensitive time right now. Very,
Yeah,
yeah.
very, very sensitive. But I
Like what we
mean,
discovered on social media, people have the size as the attention span of a peanut. People are sensitive.
yeah,
When you get big, your shit
um,
starts stinking. That's what we know so far.
yeah. But I mean, I know, you know, that's one reason why I haven't really posted a lot on TikTok, except for the thumbnails that Savvy's been making
Oh,
and everything,
don't
putting
stop.
him out there,
Don't
tagging
stop.
people.
Yeah.
You know, of him from for El Morte, and he responded going, "That's really cool, thank you." It's like, don't thank me. You gotta go over to Instagram and thank Savvy. She's the one that did him, not me. Um, I do not have this talent. You know,
Yeah.
that is definitely not me. Um, but anyway, it's been fun. Everybody, go check out JJParanormal. Go check their videos out. They are really awesome. They don't do any of the negative stuff. They make sure it's 100%. Check them out. Give them a like, share, comment, subscribe. You know,
Thank
make them know that people are watching them,
Yeah.
and go to their social medias. Say hi to them. You
Yeah,
know,
we're very nice people. We don't bite.
yes.
I'm just kidding. Well, maybe if you throw the first punch, we will.
Okay. Don't come at me with with hands that may be ready to eat for everybody, because
Right.
mine definitely
Yes.
are.
Save the
Um,
drama for your mama.
but that exactly. But yes, everybody go check out JJ Paranormal. Check out their videos. Hit them up on social media. Share, 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 share them out. They're 100% worth it.
You are awesome. You're an
So
awesome interviewer. It was fun being on your show.
Thank
We
you.
felt comfortable. So
Thank you
thank
very
you for
much.
having us on. We really
yeah,
appreciate and
you're
be
welcome.
honored to be, to be asked. Anytime anybody asks us, we feel very grateful. So that they like us
Right,
that much, they want to
and
talk to us.
I try to make it to where it's not a I'm I'm putting you in a interrogation room with a big bright light on you
Yeah.
and sitting there grilling you. I try not to do that like some people. I mean, some people
Questions,
want
yeah,
answer,
you gotta
answer, answer,
prepare us
answer. It's like,
for. Yeah, sometimes you gotta prepare us for these questions. Yours are pretty easy. But sometimes I'm like,
right.
what the hell does that mean?
Well, you're sitting there going, where the hell did that question come
Yeah,
from?
I'm like, let me chat
Um,
GPT this real quick. One moment. But yeah, no.
right. But yes, and anytime I am doing an interview, I told Nick and Mina this the same. If you want to jump in, feel free. Especially when I do the interview with ghost hunting with Delta. Maybe they would like tips from somebody that has experience being out there in
Right.
some of these crazier places. And I told Nick and Mina this. Anytime, jump in. I can send the invites in out to everybody to jump in if they want. They don't have to, but feel free to. You
Thank
know,
you.
because some of these other smaller, investigators that haven't been doing it for very long, if they hear it from somebody that's been doing it for a while,
Hmm.
maybe it will help build their confidence up.
I just feel like I just want to leave everybody with this. If you are new to the paranormal, I feel there is no wrong or right way to investigate as long as you are respectful, you are safe, and you're having a good time. You don't have to be overly hyper, I'm not saying go out and
Yeah.
bounce around or anything, but have fun, be safe. And there's no right or way. Nobody's At the end of the day, no matter how long you've been doing this, no one's gonna have the answer. We don't know. This is what we're
We
searching
won't
for.
we won't know until we get called home.
Exactly. So maybe there's
Then
rules what we shouldn't know. I don't know, but
yeah.
nobody's gonna have the answer. So don't get discouraged if somebody tells you you're doing something wrong.
Right. Right. And I've never told anybody they're doing something wrong during an investigation. If that's how they want to investigate, that's what they feel comfortable doing. By all means, knock yourself out.
Unless
There
they're
is
doing
no
something
wrong.
obnoxious or stupid, then putting somebody else in jeopardy or safe,
Right.
all common sense stuff. But there's
Correct. I mean, don't go into an
right.
abandoned building and you sneak in like a horrible, scary clown mask and you jump out at somebody in the dark.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
was
you're
wrong.
just at that point, you know.
Yeah, you don't know
You're
if they're
just
carrying a weapon, so be very careful. Don't do that.
exactly. I mean, don't do that. I'm
But
not
if anybody has,
advocating for anybody.
yeah, yeah. But if anybody has a question about devices or what we do, always reach out. We are here. We love helping people. That's what it's all about. Oh shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And again, everybody, JJParanormal YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
All their stuff, JJParanormal, except for TikTok, JJParanormal1. Um,
Don't forget
go
the one.
check them out. Yeah, come on. Go check them out. Like, comment, share, subscribe, follow, do all the things. Let them know that they're doing the right thing out here. You know, um, that way they know that hey, we need to continue to keep doing this. You know, everybody is watching our stuff. So, but with that, I want to wish you two a wonderful night,
Absolutely. Thank you so.
and hopefully it's what almost dinner time for you guys.
Yeah, my stomach is
Um,
actually growling right now.
5 o'clock our time.
Yeah, my stomach is growling. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I hear it.
And I have to pee. Sorry. All this toilet
and,
talk.
right. But with that, I want to wish you two a wonderful night, and maybe we can
Much.
talk again some other time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let us know.
definitely.
Yeah.
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 All
Thank
right.
you.
For having
Thank
us.
you,
All right.
chat. Thank you. Thank you for having
Bye.
us. Okay, I don't know how to get out of here, so let's see.
Yeah. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye. How do I get out of here? Do I